Hey, once again, my fellow travelers, I am Skaya, and I'm with my friend Olaf from Budech. Say it
Budech,
right.
yeah,
Budech,
yeah,
haha!
perfect,
I will,
perfect.
I will take that victory. How are we doing
Okay.
today?
Yeah, very fine. Even though we had this many hours between us, it's very nice to meet you and very nice to meet all your viewers. Yeah. So hi guys and girls, of course.
Guys, girls, and Dungeon Synth enthusiasts in general.
Absolutely, gnomes and other entities, right?
Yeah, gnomes, dwarves, centaurs, elves, drows, driders. Yeah, everybody in the whole
All of
picnic.
them.
Um, So first off, I want to say thank you for this interview. I really appreciate you taking the time out of your night because it's night there, isn't it? Correct?
Yeah, it's evening, so yeah, it's gonna be
Evening.
nice soon.
I really appreciate you doing this for me.
Thank you. I appreciate you doing it.
No problem. I'm always happy. I want to see this grow and more audience and more of the audience get exposed to the amazing artists that we listen to all the time. So first of all, tell me how you got started in music in general.
Yeah, I come from the musical family, so it was always kind of in my life. My father is a professional musician, so yeah, music was always part of my life since very early childhood. And I studied flute for a long time, like the classical one, flute traversière, and yeah, then just got into this medieval stuff, medieval music, and so on. So then we started to do, like 5 years ago, I think, this dungeon synth project. It's like more dungeon folk, medieval dungeon synth, something like this. So yeah, it always has been, the music always has been here, so in my life.
That's awesome. And I will say that the music you create it stands out because of the instrumentations and the amazing vocals that
Thank
accompanied
you.
it. I loved it. I was playing it this morning while I had my cup of coffee, and my daughter was dancing around. So I was like, you know, I can't listen to black metal around the kids most of the time, but at least I can listen to Dungeon Synth.
All right, cool. We did this split album with our friend called Vishehrad, and it's half Dungeon Synth, half black metal. So, yeah, good thing that you listen to this Dungeon Synth part. Yeah.
That's true. That's true. So how did your project come to be? What got, or actually, first of all, what got you interested into Dungeon Synth?
Yeah, I've always been a fan of black metal. Always, black metal got me into dungeons and basically, yeah. So I listened to the Emperor, also the Mortis and everything. So yeah, so I got there because of that, and also because of my friend David, who's had this project called Visherat, and he was like this evangelist of the dungeons into the Czech lands. He was the first one to have the project here, and so somehow he inspired me also. And this is a funny story that we had this party at my house, and in very early morning, after the night we didn't sleep, he told me, "Hey, you need to have this project called Budech, because Vyšehrad is one of the castles in Prague, and a very famous place. And Budech is even older place in Czech history, and also we have this one of the oldest stone buildings still standing here on Budech." And he was like, and these two places are very connected by the history, and also by the royal families here in Czech lands, like very early history, like 9th century. And he was like, "Yeah, you need to start the Budech dungeon sing project, so I have someone I can play with on the concerts." So I was like, "Oh yeah." And then the COVID came, and I was like very down and bored at home. Nothing was happening. I was like, "Yeah, he's right." So yeah, in 2020, I started the Budech thing, and this is how it came out.
I like I said, I love it. It's very interesting, and you're definitely different from most of the dungeons that I listen to, which is refreshing for me. Don't get me wrong, I'm a die hardcore dungeon synth fanatic. Got some tattoos I'm not going to show on camera for it, but
Well, it's a
uh,
premium content here. You will show your tattoos.
yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. No, don't want to do none of that stuff. um, so you said Emperor and Mortis. It seems Mortis is always our gateway drug to Dungeon Synth.
Yeah, I would say so. And also for me, it was lots of these game soundtracks like the Diablo 1, 2, and also some of these old adventures and so on. So for me, it was Mortis and some of those 8-bit games and RPG soundtracks, basically.
I would agree with that. I would definitely agree with that. Mortis got me hooked on anything that's kind of retro RPG like. The soundtrack for it, I'm a sucker for it. Like I'll have to
Yeah.
track down the soundtrack and buy it. That's just what kind of nerd I am, but that's okay. I'm in the genre with a bunch of other
We
nerds.
are all over the world, so yeah, don't be ashamed of it.
So late night of drinking and the project came to be, huh?
Yeah, and here we are, yeah, 5 years later.
So what inspires you when you're creating an album? Is there certain things you like to go to for inspiration, or is it just something that just naturally comes to you?
Yeah, well, it depends because it also depends on the time when you are doing the album. So our first album, or my first album, was inspired by the establishing of the rotunda here, of the oldest building here in Czech lands. And the latest album is also inspired by this mythology around the place, and also about this legend of building of the rotunda that is very very kind of creepy story of this count who is trying to build the first church there, the rotunda there, and it kept falling apart. And then the wizard came to him and said, "Yeah, because you are the Christian count, and still there are some pagan forces, and they don't want to build it. So yeah, that's why it's falling apart." And well, he asked, "What is the solution for this problem?" And he said, "Yeah, you need to find an unbaptized child and put it into the walls of the rotunda, and it will stand." It's like, and he, just to be sure, uh, they took the unbaptized twins and put it into the walls, and it's still standing. So it's like the also the building tips for your garden or something like this. So it's something very Christian to do. And yeah, so this kind of mythology and legends, the Czech lands are full of them. So this is definitely one of the inspirations for it. And yeah, I
Uh,
can I can show you the last cassette. It's called "From the Legends of Budech" one, and we are preparing because we also made this little nerdy book with all the legend, so you can read about it on the cassette. And yeah, so we are also preparing for the next one that we will ask around the people, because we were doing this program for the children from this school, they're like a municipal elementary school, and we asked them, yeah, so did you also have some experience like this? And they were, yeah, we saw a light but no one was there, and we saw a dog and the dog was not there, and so on. So yeah, planning to gather these new legends that the people say around it and what happened there, and so on, and put it also on a cassette, or like the inspiration for the music. So yeah, so this is how we entertain here ourselves.
no, that's fine. We where I live, we got plenty of ghost stories and weird things that people need to hear about because it's different. It's I don't know. It's I agree. So maybe one day I can tell some of these stories and creep people out from being in here in the deep woods.
Absolutely, please do.
So when you're doing your writing process, when you get the millet, is it sorry, is it like one of those things where you just start off with a simple pattern on the keyboard, do a melody, and just kind of morph it into there?
Yeah, sure. It's always, yeah. Also, lots of these ideas come for me when I'm in nature or just taking a walk. Just I don't need to think about anything else but the music, or just just clear my head, and then the musical ideas comes, and I have my phone or my recorder, and just I just sing the melody or something like this, and then I work on it properly, and later on in the studio. So yeah, it's always about the melody or about some sound there. Also, we are incorporating a lot of soundscapes there. So also you can be inspired by a bird song or something like this. So yeah, that's something that really inspires me.
I like that a lot. I like that a lot. That's pretty awesome, actually. I'm kind of the same way. Just like if you go out in the woods, which is where most people need to spend their time anyway to enjoy nature and appreciate it.
Absolutely, yeah,
So, I get more out of that than I would going to see a movie or anything like that. But I agree. Walking out in the nature can give you a lot of inspiration for a lot of different things. So yeah, 100%. I respect that. And yes,
yeah. Go more to the nature, people. Yeah,
that's right. Tell people go for hikes, turn off
yeah,
your phones,
absolutely.
get lost.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
don't get lost per se.
Yeah.
So, can you tell me a little bit about the Czech scene, the Dungeon scene in Czech?
Absolutely. I think that's a very flourishing for the last 4 or 5 years. It's not very big because also we are not a very big country, but yeah, it's very connected also with the Slovak scene. So we have this kind of Czechoslovakian scene. Also, we have this very nice compilation of the Czech or compilations. It's already to the Czech and Slovak dungeon scene with this nice fellow here, just grabbing onto the cauldron. Yeah, and yeah, if you want to know something about this Czech and Slovak dungeon scene, this is the perfect gateway for the people to know, because yeah, I think that's like 10 projects, 12 projects, something like this on the cassette. And yeah, also it's very flourishing. It's also a little bit connected also with the black metal scene, like anywhere else, I think. But yeah, we are mostly cassette oriented scene here. So yeah, I have like, I don't know, some more like this is just a few. It's like seven something like this. Just what I grab in my home. Um, and yeah, so we are more cassette oriented scene, because releasing the vinyl here is very expensive, and also the scene is not as big as the vinyl could be sold properly, or that would that you can make some money and not to store the 80 vinyls at your at your garage or something like this. And we are actually doing two. We are having two festivals. One of this, and this is something that I really like about it, that we have this festival called Cryptospit that I'm also organizing. I can show you this flyers, and also it's always in another place. So this year, it's twice a year, and this year we will having the Tales from the Under the Oak. So I'm really looking forward to have them here, have Sergey here. And also it's like a showcase of the Czech Janssen scene. And we have also, it's twice a year, and then we have this annual festival. If you know this Kingdom Come game, this medieval Czech game, Kingdom Come. It's RPG. It's pretty new, and the second volume or the sequel was released like, I don't know, for 4 months ago, and it's near this village called Přibyslavic, and this is the festival that our friend is doing, and I think is the first Dungeons and festival. It's outdoors, and it's always in the beginning of autumn, and it's absolutely awesome. It's outdoors in this the Boy Scout cottage, or like headquarters and so on. So you have the stove there. You can sit by the fire, and also it's fire outside, and Dungeons and is playing, or Neofolk also some. And also some little black metal was there. So yeah, it's really cool to be outside in the autumn and play on the outside Dungeons and Festival. Yeah. So I don't know of any other Dungeons and Festival that would be outside. So I think it's like the very very rarity we have here.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. It seems like everybody I talk to, they have these festivals going on. I know in America, I believe we have maybe one or two.
Mm.
Um, I haven't been, of course. I'd like to go. There's nothing better than being like seeing Dungeons played live in front of you. That would be amazing. Kind of want to come to the Czech Republic and actually see you play live. That would be amazing too.
Always welcome, man. You can come anytime.
I'll see what I can do. I'll see what kind of strings I can pull with my family and see
Sure,
if they'll detach me.
absolutely.
So, are have you played live yet?
Yeah, sure. Well, we are playing live either on these events, or also some of the other people on other festivals are inviting us. Also to the European countries like Poland. We were in Poland. We were in Slovakia. We were playing in Austria and so on. So yeah. So also the scene is very connected here, interconnected in Czech Republic. So I think Czech Republic, and also some other neighboring countries. And also there's this Belgian festival, the Dark Dungeon Festival. Yeah, so hopefully one day we can play there. So fingers crossed. And yeah, also I think that most of the or we are aiming for to also get known better each other with also the European artists, and also British artists, and also American artists. So yeah, it's really cool to always it's really cool to find people who have some same passion as you. And also it's pretty cool when it's Dungeon Saint, and it's more cooler when you can play together also. So yeah, so fingers crossed that the scene and the live scene will play more live concerts, definitely.
I wish there were more live concerts. I wish there was a scene near me where I live, but I don't think there is. It'd probably be mostly country music where I live, and nah, I'm
Okay,
good. I'll pass on that one.
all right.
So when you're playing, what's it like to play Dungeon Synth live? I know that's got to be way different than playing like in a rock band or a metal band. I'm just kind of curious because as a musician, talking to a musician, I'm curious how that would be live playing it.
Yeah, it depends really, because there are some people who are just using the computer. They have the IW, and doing their thing, some playing some instruments live and so on. We are actually playing everything live with some groove boxes, some drum machines, and then with my girlfriend, she's playing the flutes live, and also some other medieval instruments. So it's definitely different from the studio experience. We played last Saturday. It was the Saturday last Saturday on this in this on this Friends festival, and it was in the mountains, and it was like 5 degrees Celsius, so very
Ooh,
cold there. But yeah, but it was in the mountains on some ruins of the old castle, so it was really dungeon synthy, I would say, and it was great. And also, I like that during the live concerts, you actually now or our live concerts, you have some space to improvise, so you can prolong it. Yeah, you can react to the people who are there and so on. And also during the crypto split events, we also had this some one of our crazy friends. He did this kind of animation. He put the sprites from old games, and then just actually program it live when the other artists were playing. So they were like more, and I will put it there, more rats. And then the druid from Diablo comes around and so on. It was really funny, and he was like programming it live. It was like not a video, but it was the program, like it was just 8-bit program with the sprites from the games or something like this. So and also Storm was coming and so on. He was like sitting next to the sound guy and was like, "Yeah, I put in more reds right now. Yeah, I put in more snow there and so on." So it was really funny, and it's really cool that live you can meet more people who are. At least a little bit insane like you, and they prepare these decorations and so on. So yeah, even though they are not musicians, they are artists who are kind of inspired by the aesthetics of Dungeon Synth. So we have this one guy called Karel Brown, and he always prepares some posters for it, some canvases for it, and so on. So it's really cool that you can or change the venue or make the venue like this script or something like this. So yeah, this is what I like also, playing live and also playing with the space or place you are playing in. So you can really change it, the dungeons and way.
I like that idea. That you guys have a pretty crazy scene then. I would love to
Yeah,
see.
we definitely have. Yeah.
I would definitely love to see that. Um, I've seen videos from some concerts live, and it looks amazing. Like it seems like every artist goes out of their way to make it an immersive experience. And that's just and the way you're describing in your guys' shows, I'm like, oh well, hell yeah, sign me up. You
Yeah,
know,
and also the audience is great that they are playing the game. So during this event in last November, they were just now I don't want to go. There was this Easter. Yeah, sorry. They were just during this one guy called Garadrak. They were just put away the swords, the metal swords, and start just clinging with them during the concert, and then one guy just brought the lamp, this oil lamp, and going there, like there's a dungeon there between the people and so on. So yeah, it's also cool that the audience is too a little bit crazy to play the game and contribute on the atmosphere and so on. Yeah, so it's great to have this connection also with the people who are doing it for them.
that's awesome, man. That is awesome. So when it comes to our scene, what's a positive thing you like, and what's maybe one negative thing you dislike?
Okay, it's a tricky question, but yeah, but I kind of like this friendship amongst the artists and the musicians. It's not like I think that there is not much ego there, but in the most of them, it's like very. Uh, and even if I'm looking at the Facebook pages and so on, it's like yeah that everybody is kind of supporting each other, and it's like it's not like the a priori hate, it's like but I can imagine that in other scenes like the metal scene or something like this,
Yeah.
when you put it there, it's like, oh, your guitar sound like shit and so on, and yeah, it's a lot of ego there. And here it's like more, oh, what kind of synthesizer did you record it on, and what is your, yeah. So yeah, everybody is like kind of curious about the music of the others and so on, and also it's the guys like you, yeah, they want to contribute to the scene, always thinking ahead, thinking about how they can contribute and so on. So and also most of the music is basically free. And yeah, so because no one would buy it, so also the realization, also the realization that you are the underground of the underground music. Yeah, so I like it, I like it very much. What I don't like is the lack of these live shows. I would very much encourage people to do live shows, because it's great and people love it. And yeah, also we wanted to have more shows on the Crypto Split Festival. And when I just writing to the musicians, they are like, no, I don't have the ambition to play live. I'm just it's this bedroom music. Just you are recording it by yourself somehow. And so yeah, so that's what I would like, also what I'm trying to contribute on. And also, yeah, what I'm lacking, but but on also some of the Nazi stuff. Yeah, but I think that's just some of the that's not very big in Dungeon Sin. So yeah, sometimes somebody comes with it, and but also I think that the Dungeon Sin is um, very cool about this, and yeah, they just push the people away or something like this. So yeah, there's not much ideology there.
But I mean, that's great. I mean, I'm just now recently heard about this whole NS Dungeon Sith, and I was like, how are you going to turn that into Dungeon Sith and bring that forth? It just puzzled me extremely, and I was like, this sounds like a really stupid idea if anyone even think of it.
Oh
But
yeah,
I'm glad that our scene is fighting back against it.
yeah, I think
Uh,
so. Yeah,
there's nothing worse than a bunch of pissed off guys that know
yeah.
how to use swords and axes and
Oh yeah,
bows.
definitely. Yeah.
But um, so you have a new release coming soon?
Yes, this autumn. So we will be releasing this more electronic stuff, but also with some medieval melodies and with some medieval themes. So yeah, it's going to be this awesome autumn on the cassette, basically. Yeah, because we are, as I told you, we are on the cassette scene. So yeah, it's going to be on cassette also, and it's going to be on the Bandcamp and every other streaming service.
Nice, nice. Well, I definitely look forward to hearing from it or hearing it, not hearing from. Why would I say hearing from it? I don't know.
Yeah, it's going to be in November, I think. Early November is going to be released.
Nice, nice. I look forward to it. Definitely look forward to it. And when it comes out, I'm going to start incorporating album reviews, and I'll make sure I review
Cool,
it for you.
cool, pretty
So,
cool, nice.
is there anything you'd like to say to our audience before we depart?
Well, take care of each other, take care of yourselves. Listen to Dungeon Synth because it's great. Learn how to use the sword and axe and the old lamp, and don't get stranded down in the dungeon. Definitely.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for embarking with me once again an unknown tavern. You're always welcome to have a seat, have some ale or wine, and listen to some of our amazing tales by the fireplace. Please like and subscribe, and most importantly, please support this artist. I mean, come on, guys. He makes great music, and it's definitely different than normal artists. So support him, or I will swear I'll roll a d20 and we'll determine what your punishment's going to be.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.